what really upset you about things like that? One of the things you addressed was people saying, gwe okubeera kyali wa Bobby kitegeeza tolina kugoberera Bobby, even in the politics, even in the what. Nebaga nti gwe n'okuyimba obuyimbi ku bintu bya politics oba obaliddemu olukwe. How did you feel about that?
I didn't come out because I was suddenly upset. No. I came out because they had been saying the same things for a long time.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, I'm known to just ignore people and just keep quiet and just move on with life. But I think enough is enough. I think these people need to just hear from me. Because many times we'll sirika, which is what I do most of the time, and I continue to do it. Okay, I think for once, for once and last time.
It has been, yes.
Let me address some of these things just so they know where I fall in as far as their, thoughts and opinions are concerned. And so that's why I came out. I just thought they need to know, because I think in their minds, when nalabanga ebintu bali bangamba, bali bampita ebintu by'essiri. What together, like saying, oli munanfuusi, and I don't know why they use that word, because omunanfuusi aba akoze eki. Oba kitegeera, because oba olina omuntu nga mwakola endagaano about something, then n'otakikola n'omuvaamu, oyo ye munnanfuusi. But they were attacking someone who just grew up with the other person, and they were friends, they worked together, and they grew up, and life sent them in different paths, naturally. And so for them, they were like, Lwaki oli eno n'ali eri? And that's not fair, because everyone has a right to live their life, nga bw'aba asazeewo gy'alaze, And I think that's the part they didn't understand, because if they say ndi munnanfuusi, ye nga takimpita nga tangambangako nti ndi munnanfuusi. Oba kitegeera. I think so I just came out to address those things, so that they just know that, look, this is who I am, and this is what I do, and I still take this person as a friend, but I also respect his path of doing things, but I don't necessarily have to agree with what he does. I may be doing other things as well. Doesn't mean that I don't I don't respect him, or he doesn't respect me. Kugamba, it was one of those things where people just expect a certain version of you because they think mwali
you're affiliated,
and we're still friends, but
you're still friends with him, right?
Yeah.
Mwogerako ne mwechecking out.
Tulwawo okwogera kubanga kati mukulu nnyo ali mu bintu biwanvu, but when we meet, of course twebongako bulungi nnyo and we talk.
The Deep Talk.
All right, welcome back to Galaxy TV. Amanyanze Roger Otis, and of course, it's the Deep Talk. Last week, we had conversations with Juliana Kanyomozi, twayogera ku bintu her life, okutandikira ddala eri yakula, the first songs, working on radio, and things like that. Today, we want to finish the conversation because it's so long, and I'm very sure even after this episode, ogenda kuba oliro kyayagala kuwulira about Juliana. Twakoma twogedde ku relationships. Yeah. And you told us you're a lover, you told us the qualities and all that. Right now, ngatufunye ku history, we want to know, is it good? Are you good? Are you in a comfortable place? Are you in a loving place? Are you with someone who actually treasures you? Or you're surviving, just like the Kampala girls?
I'm in a very good place.
You're in a very good
place.
Very
good place. In everything.
Yeah? In everything. Kiraka kirimu Katonda. Si ensonga lwaki watandise tukubira obuyimba obulimu.
No, when I say in everything, I mean in everything. And I think that comes with I don't know whether it comes with age, but I'm in that space where I've sort of figured so many things out that were like puzzles before, certain different spaces of my life where I was like, why is this like this? Why is this not? I'm at that point where I've sort of figured things out in many of those areas, and I kind of found my my smooth.
Yeah.
That's why I say I'm in a good place.
You're in a good place. Enyimba z'obadde okuba ennaku zino, I won't say that toyimbye nyimba za dini, because wayimba zikanyimbe and things like that. Do you have a strong connection to a religious side of things, oba bwebanga feeling ezenga yakuyimba luyimba lutendereza Mukama oluyimba?
I really do. I have my relationship with God is from when I was a child.
Okay.
We were raised in a church-going family, so God was very close to us. We prayed at home. We prayed before bedtime. We prayed before food. We prayed. So I grew up with that relationship with my God very close to my heart. And so when I sing a gospel song for me, or a Thanksgiving song, or an inspirational song, it's really coming from the heart. It's not anything to do with trying to get likes or no, it's real. It's real.
All right. We are going to first talk about motherhood. Being a mom as a star, is it different? Would you say, because all your life, at least all your adult life, you've been a star? How is it being a mother as a star? My child needs me, so I'll put everything on stop. I won't perform and things like this. How is it? How difficult is it? Because there's demands at home, and then there's demands as you as a person.
So for me, motherhood it comes easy. It's like 1, 2, 3. How? Because I deliberately prioritize certain things in my life. And for me, motherhood probably comes number 1. Even before my music. I love my music. But motherhood comes before that. So I'm actually able to schedule, my things in such a way that they don't take away motherhood from me, that they don't take away my time with being present in my son's life. And so I remember when Nafuno Luto, I immediately made plans and informed my manager and everyone that mattered that, okay, guys, bwemala okuzaala sigenda kukola mpaka omwana wange bw'anaaweza emyaka egi. That is why I came back on stage in 2022, because I had him in 2020.
Okay. So it was deliberate.
So it was deliberate. So for me, motherhood is job number 1 in my life, and I treasure it. It's the best job in the world.
Okay.
Yeah. So it does not interfere in any way with my work, because I know how to separate the two.
Okay. Allow me just peel you back a little bit to some of, I would say, hardest times that you had as a mother, and that was losing your son. Do you ever sit back and you're like, nah, why me? Because that point was very emotional for you. We do understand. And losing your son at that young age. Do you ever think about it? First of all, how did it feel? Because I don't want to put words in your mouth. How did it feel? And do you ever say, why me?
I don't like reliving it, which is why I don't really talk about it. But briefly, since you asked, it felt like a cloth had been ripped from under my feet. If you know what that would feel like, that's how it felt. Yeah, because he was 11. He was so the bond and all that. It was tough. It was really tough. I don't want to get into it. However, why me? I ask myself that question every day till today. Sometimes I'm like, why me? Sometimes, in fact, what happens is some of my friends who had kids with me at the same time, when I look at them, I'm like, oh my God, what would Karen look like? Probably look like him, be that tall, probably be playing soccer. So it's not easy. But I think over time, God gave me grace and just taught me to walk with it. It's every day is different. You can't predict what it's going to feel like. And you can't even predict the triggers. You don't know what's going to trigger you, you know. But since we're talking about motherhood, when I got pregnant again, it felt like God had given me another chance to be a mom. And it was the best feeling in the world. Yeah. So what I do is I honor him in my ways. I know the things that meant so much to him. He had a big heart. He loved to be there for children. He hated to see kids suffer. I remember he loved kids and loved pets. So there's this thing he used to do where, like, if we would be driving and he sees like akana kaduka ku street bakali kukubao nga bomanyi nyumba za Forus beziri, he would imagine the kid is homeless. Nemwe mwana ali awazanyira mu neighborhood yawe, mommy, can we take him home? The same thing with dogs. If he saw stray dogs ngatuvuga, for him he would want to take the dogs home. In fact, the only time I had a dog at home was when he was alive, because he loved dogs. So how I keep his memory alive is through the foundation. I have a foundation called the Karen Kabogo Foundation. And we support children, we support orphans, we support children with special needs, we support things that he was very passionate about. But sometimes we widen it. We even, help women, mothers who need help with their children. Whatever cause we choose every year is what we go for.
So you do it every year at least.
Yes. Yes.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. I think it helps you recover.
Yeah, it's a good feeling, because then you're keeping his memory alive, and you know that his purpose still lives on. It does something to the heart. You know that you're honoring him in a big way.
Okay. At some point, when you, of course, became a mother again, I would say you've always been private. Said, and you closed off a bit.
Closed you off, all of you.
You closed all of us off. I don't know if it's because of what, because in that time, because you were a celebrity, as if the world is asking you to be a mother again and all that. And when you became a mother again, it's like, I'm going to keep this as close to the heart as possible. Did that ever happen to you?
Yeah, it was. I chose to do that for a specific reason. 2 reasons, because I just wanted to maintain my privacy, which is very important to me. But it was also the fact that, people do things and they don't realize that they're being insensitive.
Yeah.
Let me give you an example. You've seen when someone comes and comments on someone's video or picture, maybe they've been married for 2 years and they're like, Neyo zaladi.
Exactly.
It's a very insensitive thing to say to a woman.
Yeah.
Because you don't know why it andaba kuzala. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So, in my case, it wasn't ozaladi. In my case, it was when my son passed. I don't know whether people just became obsessed with seeing me have another child. So they kept saying she's pregnant. They kept saying that. Like every year there was a pregnancy rumor about me. And then at some point, they now got tired of saying she's pregnant. They said, Omwana yavudem. Imagine like such rumors. You are still going through grief. You watch together. I found that so insensitive. And so I promised myself, I said, if God ever gives me a child again, they will not know until a child is born.
Oh dear. Planning.
Yeah, I protected him for a reason, because I saw how, and sometimes I think they do those things unknowingly. And you can't know how something feels until you've experienced it, until you've gone through it. So maybe boba anyumyanga just chinyumo kufuna like siku just bantu kubera mu kibozi awo alabika ali lubuto lwabuddemu walone gwe nawulyanga agamba mbusimanyi nenabana sijina bajinzi jam. That was such a cold thing to say to someone who's trying to have another child.
Okay.
Do you understand? Who's just lost a child. Omuntu afiiriddwa omwana osoogera n'ojjamu n'abaana oba oyagala mwana mulala. Do you understand? So I just said no. When I receive another gift of a child, it's going to be, I'm going to protect it.
Yeah.
You see that thing where they say, omwana okweka wachi, why do you hide it? I don't hide him.
You protect him.
I protect him.
Oh, dear.
There's a difference. Ekintu ekirungi, you protect it. Ekintu ekibi kye bakuweeka. Naye ekintu ekirungi, you protect it with jealousy and yeah, it's yours. It deserves to be in a safe space where watch together. And people know my son. I just protect him from social media. Yeah, but people know my son. 2 weeks ago, we had a big birthday party for him and people were invited. They were there. But people don't know because I don't share that space of my life with the public.
It's social media is very, like you said, very insensitive. Nti abantu abaliko, they don't have an affiliation with you. Most of them are going to comment from a point of ignorance and than a point of actually.
Which is why I forgive them, Gaba Nkugambye, because you would have to go through something to know how it feels. So they, to an extent, they do those things innocently.
Yeah.
Ate abamu bato, like waba obutunyanoga kalondo mwana muto. Teyandiyogedde kintu kino kwa mwana muto. So you just forgive them.
You forgive and forget. Okay, so you went through that. We saw you back again on stage 2022. Yeah. You did a concert, you know, twaga manyi abayimbi benaku zino buli mwaka batuwa concert mara wali concert, so like atuwadde concert, maybe no mwaka ogujja agenda tulowoozaako, maybe no guddako. Did you ever achieve what you wanted to achieve after that comeback? And
when you say did you achieve what you wanted to achieve, what do you mean?
I mean obadde otubuze ku maaso. So you come back with, because wakomawo n'oluyimba, was it omwana? Omwana was a bit.
Yeah, but for me, my concerts don't determine that I have a new song and then concert. Yeah. No, for me, I think my catalog is rich enough. I don't need a new hit song to do a concert.
Yep.
No. But coming back, I hope I'll be able to answer your question. Yeah, I think I achieved what I wanted, and that was to get back in touch with my fans.
Yep.
If you realize, during that break, I hadn't released music. I hadn't been really interacting a lot with the fans. And it's why I wanted to come back with a concert rather than, say, an album. Because I wanted to see them physically. I wanted to see them. I wanted to sing to them. Yeah, and I got that.
But do you ever interact with your fans, by the way?
Oh, yeah.
You're interacting with one right now, but you're interacting with one right now. But I mean the fans of Akusanga. Yeah. Do you ever interact with them or social media or things like that?
Yes, a lot. Sometimes when Bani no would dive and go to the comments, Nemba Damo. We also have the Juliana Kanyomozi super fans group. Sometimes we chat, we interact, especially with the ones in leadership if we're making plans for what we want to do. But generally, I interact with them. I've been doing a 30 days of Thanksgiving challenge. Okay. And I've been chatting with my fans every day for 30 days. And that felt so good because by the end of the challenge, I felt like I had connected more with them. I felt like they had gotten to know me a little more than they always did. Because I shared a lot of, my personal stuff, thoughts and stuff. Yeah. So I do. I do.
That's beautiful. But I tuyingirira spaces or interacting with Juliana. I would want to ask you about the spaces. Yeah, the spaces or the breaks. Yeah, that was planned. Do you ever plan on these breaks or because of this that is happening? I'm going to take like 2 years for myself or 1 year for myself or this for myself and I come back, or it's just life.
Some of the breaks I plan, like the ones like the spaces I put between song releases and stuff, those I plan. But that one happened and I was like, this is it. we're taking a break. When I got pregnant, yeah.
Okay. Oyingira otya akantu Juliana?
Nyingira ntya akantu? Akantu? It was really, I missed my radio days. Yeah, I missed them and I still do. And so I was like, okay, what can I do in this new era that can allow me to speak to, my fans without necessarily breaking my timetable nga bw'ebeera ey'omuyimbi naye nebeera nga nyumyako ne bafani. And then I'd seen celebrities doing podcasts at the time when I was young. I'd seen other people. And I was like, look, I can do this one. And so that's how Akantu came about. So far we've done 2 seasons. I spaced them out because for me it's not about kola podcast buli week, buli mwezi, no. I would love to do that, but it's not easy when you have other things to do. So for me, how I structured it is I plan a season. Okay, this season I want to do this and this and this, talk about this and this. Okay, when do we start shooting? We shoot season negwayo netuumula. And then neninda another time when I have another maybe topic that I want to discuss. Like right now, yes, we're planning a new season. We're actually right now literally structuring it and planning what content we want to share in this new season. And then once we're ready, we'll film again. So for me, it's nchitwala kupesi yange. But again, still nachija ku someone else. I got inspiration from someone else who was doing that. And I was like, okay, I like that. Like she would do a season, take a break, go do things. Then she would come back like after 6 months or 1 year, I'm back. Yeah. And I love that. So it's how
because
I do mine.
Because it's all on your platform. So after 6 months, exactly. Your content. Exactly.
For me personally, my challenge is locations. Man. Anyways, for me, your challenge is single kuntawanya. Because now for the last season, I literally built the whole set from scratch, And so I was like, but I need a permanent space where I don't have to keep, renting spaces and stuff. So for me, that was one of the challenges. And chokubiri obudde. Because I noticed if you're doing episodes where you're hosting people katingakati, programs are mwezi no kwatagana. Kati goinza okuba oli free naye gwagala okuhosting ngagamba I'm busy. Meaning you have to change your schedule to fit theirs. Tebyali byangu. But that's one of the challenges as well. But like anything else, and says I don't like to pay so much attention towards the negative challenges or the negatives, because I know that if you really want it. Yeah, somehow it can work.
But
kali worth it.
Yeah, it's worth it. The conversations
kali worth it.
The conversations most of the time because there's always something someone is willing to share. Someone is willing to
it's beautiful, because what it does is, if you've noticed, whenever you do these interviews, someone in the comments will say, oh my God, I didn't know this about that person. Oh my God, I've changed how I feel about it. I never thought. So I feel like it gives people an opportunity to look inside you in ways they've never. Okay. And I saw that on the last season that I did. The very first episode, which was Bebe Cool, I got so many comments like that saying, what? I didn't know Bebe is like this. Wandangi, I now like him more. But it's because you've got a chance to hear them speak when they're relaxed and just being human. And it's a good thing.
It's Galaxy TV. Amanya Roger Otis. I'm going to take a very short break. When I come back, tuchalimu episode yokubiri eyembozi Juliana Kanyomozi on the Deep Talk.
The Deep Talk.